We now reach Episode 5, Turnabout Revolution.
It's time for a revolution!
That's far enough.
Huh? Who's there?
It is I, the Plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Good people of Khurain, we can't allow things to go on like this.
The Defense Culpability Act has done nothing but produce countless victims of wrongful convictions. The time to act is now, for we, the Defiant Dragons, have obtained the ultimate weapon, the Founder's Orb. And to the Garenian regime, make no mistake about it, I will personally dethrone you. A dragon never yields, nor will he rest until his revolution is complete.
May 16th, 11 a.m. Write Anything Agency. And this concludes our report on the recent television hijacking incident in Khurain. But really, who could have anticipated such a surprising turn of events?
Did you hear that, Polly? Someone hijacked the airwaves over there. It's like something out of a movie. Apollo?
Yeah. Dirk, what are you up to this time?
Wait a second. Do you know of a TV hijacker or something, Apollo?
You could say that, but it was a long time ago.
And why do you know someone like that? I mean, they're calling him an insurgent.
Yeah, about that. Hey now, is that any way to talk about the man who raised you? Huh? Hey there, Apollo. Long time no see. How you been, son?
It's that guy that was on TV.
Guilty as charged. Surprised to see me, Apollo. I just beamed in from Khurain and boy are my arms tired.
This can't be happening.
I must be dreaming, or hallucinating, or both.
No, you're not, Apollo. It's that TV hijacker / insurgent in the flesh.
I'm so confused.
Mr. Hijacker, sir, I have so many questions I don't even know where to begin. But let's start with that bit about the man who raised you.
Wait, don't tell me you haven't told anyone about me, son. It's okay to brag about it. Tell everyone your old man's me, the Rebel Dirk. I mean, my face is all over TV these days. I'm practically a celebrity. Trucy, what do you say we close up early today?
What? Why?
Aw, come on, son. No need for the cold shoulder. I know I'm gonna regret this, but... What do you want, Dirk? You just show up here without warning after all this time. What gives? I came all this way to see you, son. Come, rejoice. Right. Why don't you tell me the real reason you're here? Well, okay, so maybe there's a little something I need your help with too, but... The fact is I came here to see you. That's the honest truth. Yes, I think we've established that. It figures. I haven't seen him in 10 plus years, and he's already asking for a favor. He really is a rebel in the purest sense. He just does whatever he pleases.
Come on, Polly, I need details. Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay, hold your horses. First, I've got a few questions of my own. Pleased to meet you, little lady. My name is Dirk Sadmati. I'm a rebel by trade.
A rebel? But on TV they were calling you an insurgent. So which is it? Personally, I vote for a rebel with a cause. A real headache for anyone in your way.
Trucy. You got me there. I'm the head of a resistance group. The Defiant Dragons. We're like the good, the bad, and the ugly, but without the good part. In Crime, I'm like the boogeyman, a tall tale parents use to spook their kids straight.
That's too bad. You seem like you'd be a fun, cool guy to hang out with.
This little lady's a real catch, son. I'm talking bride material if you get my drift.
Wait, what? Oh, stop it! You're embarrassing me, Dad.
She's a plucky one, all right.
Someone pluck me out of my misery. Now, about that man who raised you business. What did Mr. Dirk mean when he said that he's the man who raised you, Apollo?
The truth is, I grew up in the kingdom of crime. Did I, never mention that?
Oh, so you grew up in... Crime? Wait, are you saying you're not from around here, Polly?
No, it's just I was raised in crime when I was really little.
Still, that's a shocker. It's like I hardly know anything about you. How come you never told me?
Apollo, you really haven't said a word about your past, have you?
What?
That I was raised by a wanted criminal? It's like a bad joke.
It does sound rather melodramatic. I doubt anyone would even believe you. So you two haven't seen each other in a while, huh?
You could say that. I wager it's been at least 10 years.
Wow, that's a really long time.
Yeah, well, I figured he'd forgotten about me. Not a chance. It's just, well, starting a revolution takes time, and keeping it going even more so. And being a wanted man, I couldn't just hop on a plane and come say hello.
I get it. It's fine. Though truth be told, it's weird having Dirk suddenly show up acting all paternal. I'd even almost forgotten about Crine. No, that's not true. I'd probably try to forget about it on purpose. Now then, Mr. Dirk, what is it we can help you with?
I need to get my hands on the Founder's Orb, the most sacred treasure of Crime. That's where you come in.
The Founder's Orb? Wait, but didn't you say you already have it in that broadcast of yours?
Don't go believing everything you see on TV, little lady. No one's seen hide nor hair of the Founder's Orb for some time.
No way! So that was just a bluff? What are you gonna do if you don't find it?
I don't know. Guess that just means we have to find it, son. Because I can't really back down now, can I?
Different years, same old Dirk. It's all coming back to me now. Hold on. I think I read something about this in the newspaper a while back. Something about you guys stealing a sacred treasure from a temple's treasure room.
That's a load of crock. We didn't lay a finger on the orb.
Really?
Yes, baseless allegations, all of it. Our enemy has really found a way to keep us on our toes.
Ooh, so it's like a setup?
That's the long and short of it. However, my compatriot has been hot on the orb's trail, and just the other day, his hard work finally paid off. We now know the Founder's Orb is in Curain Village.
Curain Village?
Yes, I hear there are spirit mediums there. They even have direct relations with Curain.
Spirit mediums?
Right. Some doctor of archaeology there supposedly has the orb. His name is Archie Buff. My defiant dragon compatriot has already made contact with him. Apparently, someone asked the doctor to study the orb.
So whoever asked him to do that is the real thief?
Most likely.
And you think this guy will just hand the orb over to you?
My compatriot, Dat, says Dr. Buff has already promised to do so. It seems he knew he had been stolen and wanted to do the right thing.
Dats. I remember running around with him when I was a kid. So he's here too, huh?
Apollo, I want you to be present as my lawyer when I take possession of the orb. Would you do that for me?
Sure. Fine, but I'll charge my standard fee. Now tell me about the Founder's Orb. If I remember correctly, the Founder is always depicted as a faceless spirit medium. What do you mean, faceless?
Images of the Founder, the Holy Mother of Curain, never show her face. To depict it is to commit the greatest taboo in Curainism.
The greatest taboo, huh? I wonder why. I mean, what could she have looked like to make them hide her face like that?
As for the Founder's Orb, it was discovered during an excavation 8 years ago, and has an interesting legend that goes along with it. It's said that there's a riddle to the orb, and that any who can solve it will receive immense spiritual power from the Founder herself. Sounds like one big fairy tale to me. In any case, it's just what us Defiant Dragons need to get our revolution started. With it, we can gain the spiritual power and thus the legal authority to rule crime. Wait, suppose I believe this legend, that anyone could become king or queen? And that's what you think it'll help you overthrow the Garon regime? Only the rulers of Khura'in have ever laid eyes on the Orb, Apollo, a legendary treasure that bestows immense spiritual power. Doesn't that sound like something you'd want to see with your own 2 eyes?
That does sound just a tiny bit intriguing. Founder's Orb added to the record.
That should just about cover everything. Any other questions?
Not right now.
Ah, I almost forgot. I brought you a present. Eat up, son.
Sushi?
I figure you probably couldn't afford 3 square meals a day, so...
Yay! I was just thinking it was time for lunch.
You dig in too, little lady. After all, we're practically family, right?
Thanks, Dad. Ooh, that tuna looks good.
This salmon sushi's got my name on it. Aren't you hungry, son? This is some of the best sushi you'll ever have.
I'm good.
Oh, well, okay then. Actually, I have one more present for you. Here.
What's this?
A picture of your father. It's been 23 years since he passed away.
Huh? This is my father?
His name was Jove Justice.
Jove.
I haven't talked to you about your real father in some time, but as you know, he was a musician, a wandering minstrel, if you will, and a talented one at that.
Why? Why are you giving this to me now?
I thought it was sad you didn't know what your old man looked like. I searched high and low to find that one picture.
What's wrong, Apollo? Don't you want it?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I ever met the guy. Well, I went through all the trouble of finding it, so go on, take it. And don't ever let it go, you hear?
Photo of Jove Justice.
Well, now that our bellies are full, what do you say we hit the road?
1 second.
Hey, Trucy, any idea where Athena is?
She left early this morning to pick up Daddy from the airport.
Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Wright is coming back today.
Yeah, but I wonder why he cut his trip short like that. Anyway, shouldn't they have been back by now?
Knowing Athena, she probably got lost. Well, there's no point sitting around here waiting. Let's get going.
Can't wait to see that super mysterious treasure.
To Khura'in Village, then. The Founder's Orb awaits.
We haven't visited this place in a long time. May 16th, Khura'in Village. So this is Khura'in, the mystical village of spirit channeling. And where ancient traditions come alive. Looks like a really peaceful place.
Ah, I love the area. Nothing beats the mountains, huh, Apollo?
Come to think of it.
We used to live way up in the mountains too, just like this. Sure brings back memories. Those were the days. The 3 of us living happily in peace.
I still can't wrap my mind around it all, you know? That Mr. Dirk is not only Polly's daddy, but Prosecutor Sadmati's as well. And the way you two talked about it like it was nothing the whole bus ride here. I guess it is a lot to take in. So tell me, Mr. Dirk, what was Apollo like as a kid?
Oh, he was full of piss and vinegar, he was. A real rascal. He and Nayuta used to run around the open fields naked as jaybirds. I even got pictures of him posing in his birthday suit.
Whoa, Dirk. No way! Prosecutor Samadi used to be like that too?
The 2 of them would end up with leeches on their butts and cry like babies.
Dirk, don't you think you said enough?
Aw, you're no fun.
Yeah, I wanted to hear more about the misadventures of Polly. Hey, what are you people doing here?
Emma. You know this lady, son?
Yeah, this is Emma Sky. She's a detective. Technically speaking, I'm a forensics expert, but I'll let it slide. Anyway, I can't say I'm surprised to see you here. You always seem to pop up whenever there's trouble afoot. Still, what are the odds of running into you here in the boonies?
By trouble, you mean you're investigating a case?
Does it look like I'm here to sightsee? Wait, don't tell me. You're not here to see Dr. Buff, are you?
Huh? How'd you know that?
We're actually on our way to meet with him right now. Figures. Well, follow me. I'll show you the way.
Really? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, son. Just follow the nice lady.
May 16th, Curane Village, Doctor's study. So this is Dr. Buff's study. Wow, look at all those books! The shelves go from floor to ceiling. It's like a library in here.
Yes, and lots of artifacts too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there are so many relics they're spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room.
All I see is a mess. And what's with that white outline?
Emma, where's the doctor?
Well, the thing is, he died last night.
Wait, what?
It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. We're labeling it an accidental death.
What?
Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo.
Yeah, I guess not. A scholar killed by his own books?
Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead?
Yes, that is a problem.
Emma, can you please tell us exactly what happened? So the doctor died in an accident? I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books. This morning? Talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder. Right. We believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there. Apparently, he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one, and that sent him headlong onto a fatal fall on the hard floor. How sad. Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. You could say he died an honorable death.
Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that. Whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, being a wanted man and all. What now, Dirk? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb.
We'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere.
Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Pops here had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb.
Pops?
Oh, I see. That could be a problem considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot, Dance Arabal, should have it.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So who is this gentleman you're escorting? Oh, right. I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Kurine. All the way from Kurine, huh? So what do you do there?
I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Kurine a better place through volunteer work.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting. Well, it's not technically a lie. So how do you two know each other? Oh, he's sort of my foster father. Come again? Yeah, and he's Prosecutor Sadmati's real father, too. What? You mean you and Prosecutor Sadmati? I'm so sorry. It seems you've had quite a life.
Guess she's put a few things together.
Actually, Dirk, you look kind of familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall.
Great. She must have seen that news report on TV. It'll really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man.
There are lots of guys who look like him.
Sure you're not mistaking him for someone else? Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day.
Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things.
So what does that secret relic you're searching for look like? I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like.
So then how are we supposed to find it?
That I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one.
Great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over? I guess not. But in exchange, you're gonna help me with my investigation.
Sure, can't hurt.
Ooh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure.
Yup. A coffee maker and a bunch of coffee cups. He must have taken his coffee breaks here. Oh, there's a filter with old coffee grounds in here. Guess I'd better clean this up. What are you doing there, son?
Ah! What am I doing? Cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office.
No. It's just, if I don't keep the place clean, no one will.
You're right. And look at this. There are references, such as the briefcase from Ace Attorney Investigations, the urn from Justice for All, that thing from Brace to the Turnabout, along with this.
It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too.
I imagine it's great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber.
I wonder how he got his hands on something like this.
That's one big suitcase. It's locked. Is it the doctor's?
No, someone left it here last night. So the doctor might have had a visitor? But how can you tell? That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage, which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to?
Not unless we can open it to see what's inside.
Guess not.
That's because you're not me. Emma Sky, forensics expert extraordinaire. Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person.
Oh, that's just what happens when her forensic switch gets flipped. With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be easy as pie. Is that fingerprint powder? That's right, and there's no better time in the present to use it. Here we go. You remember how to do this, right? I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be, and blow any excess off? Exactly. Well, have at it.
Now, where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? Yeah, it's good to see you again, Emma. And yeah, I'm still working on brainstorming my ideas for what Ace Attorney 7 would be like. Nope. I think I know. Oh, yeah. Yep, get me just...
This one isn't clear enough for a match. Where else could someone leave prints behind?
Think, son. How might someone handle a suitcase? Start by considering what you do with them.
Well, besides being wheeled or carried, they can be open and closed. So I should look for prints that would be left at those times.
Like here? Or is it here? Maybe it's here. What's this? Doesn't look like there are any prints here. Hey Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here.
Okay, now let me know who you think it could belong to.
Who could it be? It would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit. Yup, it's Datsus. Match found.
We have a match.
Dats. Come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement. So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here.
Where do you suppose he is now?
Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone.
Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside his suitcase, do you?
I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier.
Really?
A suspicious man had been reported in the area. But when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot.
What? Sorry about that. Chinese people aren't all like him, I swear.
Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows something about the orb.
Yep, indeed. Now we still need to examine the rest of this. Ami. Why is someone's name written on here?
Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things.
Yeah, but this is just an urn, and the name is written so big.
Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says W-R-I-G-H-T in super big letters.
The less said about this, the better. There are animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things. They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. And the doctor has just joined them. Now that's what I call dedication to one's field.
I don't think it was on purpose.
Look, it's one of the doctor's notebooks. Maybe there's something about the orb in there. It's a photo of the treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the Founder's Orb. What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something. Let's see. Oh, it's the song that performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Chinese rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein. It's in a song everyone in Korea knows? Not much of a way to keep it secret.
It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Huh? That's strange. What is? Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
The second half?
As in the part that begins, "Offer thy prayers"? I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting. We got the research notes. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure. Whoa, it's moving.
Exterminate! Exterminate! Destroy all targets!
Exterminator. Do I even want to know what this thing is for? There's a brown stain on this scroll. Why does it smell like gravy?
Why would there be a gravy stain on it?
Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there.
Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art.
That pun wounded me gravely, Dirk. No, that was due to Pearl Fay embraced the turnabout. It's a spiral staircase. And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you? Well... Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps. And its face turns as green as a watermelon. It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know.
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house.
What a huge wall relief. It seems to depict the spirit channeling.
Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Khura'in.
Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted.
Did you know some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes? And that her third eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above. It is said to be on her forehead.
Like you said, you shouldn't believe everything you hear. We covered everything in this side. Now to check on the other side. This PC is password protected. Trucy, you think your magic can do something about this? I don't think it can override a password. Now a locked desk? That I can get into. Like yours back at the office, Polly. Yikes. I better watch what I put in there. What? You put weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see?
Jeez, are you a mind reader too?
No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch. The doctor fell from the top of that ladder.
From that high to fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone.
I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place. Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. So this is where Dr. Buff died. Poor man. He fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly. I see some blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain? It appears to be coffee. It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside.
Exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with. The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they found.
So you mean this case is still only a few hours old? That explains why your investigation is just getting underway.
Study photo added, along with the study diagram.
It seems the orb isn't here.
That means Dats might be our only lead at this point.
Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try to find him.
Consider it done. May 16th, Khura'in Village. Good day to you, citizens of Khura'in Village. My name is Paul Attishan, and I want your vote. Wow, that's really loud. Look, something's coming this way. Paul Attishan, savior of Khura'in, has come to... Ah, it's you people.
Apollo, what is that strange conveyance coming this way?
Right, left, halt. It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? So,
You finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there? What a bunch of shady-looking characters. And you aren't? So I take it you knew the doctor? Heh, what a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Crane. After all, I am the man who's destined to be king of this fine nation someday. Who are you? And what do you mean king? Ignorant fools, I am the politician. I'm a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before. Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo? Not that I know of. I'm running for a seat on the local council right now. I guess even Jerk You Public has to start somewhere. But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics. And rider of his grandfather's coattails. Are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one. Sure. A pleasant day to you, good people of Kurain. I am Paul Attishan. It's time to reclaim the glory of Kurain together. A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for Paul Attishan is a vote for a happier, hopier Kurain village. Turn off that infernal racket, you fool. You're a stain on your grandfather's good name. Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated as always.
I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear.
In other words, he's a model politician. Now, where was I? Oh, right, you were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there? That is what I want to know. Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning? That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. We'll try harder next time, sir. Poor guys. They're exhausted and covered in sweat. The Attishan family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country. Really? My grandfather, Abe Attishan, was a prominent member of Congress, and he was born right here in Crime. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him. All I asked about was his palanquin. You must have heard of the Attishans. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style. Oh, politics aren't really my thing. Trucy?
I don't recall ever reading about them at school.
Feh, young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics. So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house? He was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. It's a sacred relic from the Kingdom of Kurine. The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you? Wait, what do you know about the orb? Heh, I know that it's mine, that's what. How do you figure that? Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Amy Faye. The Crystal of Amy Faye? That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attishan family. Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket. So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? That's not what Dirk said. Strange. But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb. It's all that weird foreigner's doing. He filled the doctor's head with nonsense. Nonsense like the Crystal of Amy Faye being the Founder's Orb. Weird foreigner. Could he mean, is this the foreigner you're talking about? That's Arbol.
Take that!
Yes, that's him. I thought so. Now we really have to find Dats. Do you know where this man is now? I imagine he's at the detention center by now. I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse. What? That buffoon. Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb. So, you really are after my crystal? No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it. Well, just so you know, you're not gonna lay a finger on it. It's mine, and I intend to give it to my benefactor. Your benefactor? Who is your benefactor? My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence. So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away to this person? That's right. It's a purely political decision. And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Kurain to vote for you? Eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections. Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Well, good luck with that, I guess. You just wait. Paul Atchison will reign supreme someday.
Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Next stop for the detention center.